What's up, everybody? I want to welcome you all back to the Music Sound Influence podcast. I'm your host, Alan Lewis, and for today, I'm going to be talking about the best EPs of 2023. So let's get into it. So for my first EP that I'm going to be talking about, it is the Budos Band's EP entitled Frontier's Edge. When it came to this EP, I love the production overall. The production on this EP was all live instruments. I like the drums, the electric guitar, and the mariachi style trumpets on the song entitled Frontier's Edge. I like the synths, the electric guitar, the bass guitar, the drums, and the trumpets on the song entitled Crescent Blade. And I like the trumpets, the drums, the bass guitar, and the electric guitar on the song entitled Curled Steel. When it came to this EP overall, I like the live production when it came to this EP. And I highly recommend you guys go listen to this EP. The next EP that I'm going to be talking about is Ashia Vu's EP entitled No Energy. When it came to this EP, I really enjoyed the vocals and some of the production choices that she did on this EP. The track entitled Whatever I Guess, I like the drum beat and the piano and the vocals. When it came to the track entitled Summer with Aja Adam, I really enjoyed the guitar, the drum beat, and the overall feel of the track. I liked her vocals on this track, and I liked the guest stars' vocals on this track as well. They mesh very well together. And I also liked the track entitled Are You Down, which I really enjoyed the synths that were in the background, the piano, the drum beat, and I like her vocals on this track as well. And I definitely recommend you guys go check this EP out. The next EP that I'm going to be talking about is Precious's EP entitled Babe, Come Outside. When it came to this EP, I really enjoyed the bright nature of the production on this EP and the vocal arrangements. I like the thick synths and the bright keys on the track entitled Summer Dream, and I like the way her voice was structured on that song. I like the synths that were in the background on the song entitled Her Spell, and I like the drums and the shaker and the video game-esque sounds that were in the background along with the bass. And I really like the vocal arrangements, how they were on this track and how the track switched up towards the very end. And I like the song entitled Powerpuff, which has a very bright feel to it with the shimmery keys. And I like the drums and her vocals on this track as well. And overall, I recommend you guys go check out this EP. The next EP that I'm going to be talking about is Tori Kelly's EP entitled Tori. When it came to this EP, I really enjoyed the production and her vocals on this EP. The track entitled Cut has this 2000s production with the Timbaland ad-libs in the background, but it also reminds me of 2000s UK R&B with the drums and the harp synths that are in the background and the keys. I really enjoyed that track. Then we have the track entitled Unbelievable with the guest star Ara Star. I really enjoyed the Afrobeat feel to it with the drums and the keys in the background. And I think that her and her guest star did a very good job when it came to the voices meshing well on that track. Then we have the track entitled Missing You R&B edit, which had this fast tempo beat of the track Missing You that was on the EP earlier. And I like the synth keys in the background, the drum beat. I really enjoyed this EP as a whole, and I definitely recommend you guys go check it out. The next EP that I'm going to be talking about is George Riley's EP entitled Unlimited Love. When it came to this EP, I really enjoyed the vocal arrangements and the production on this EP. I like the song entitled Lust, which has these nice piano keys and the strings, and I like the way her voice was set up on that track. The song Skin has these nice piano keys, synths, bass line, and drum beat. It almost has a 90s house feel to it, and I like the way her voice was set up on that track as well. And then I also like the track entitled Elixir, which has this nice drum beat, bass line, synths, and Rhodes piano keys. It has these 80s-esque synths. And overall, I really enjoyed this. And overall, I recommend you guys go check out this EP. I really enjoyed the production and the way that her voice was set up on a lot of these tracks. The next EP that I'm going to be talking about is Ego Elame's EP entitled Field Notes Part 3. When it came to this EP, I really enjoyed the production, the lyrics, and her voice. On the track entitled Liminal Space, I enjoyed her voice, the piano, the drums, and the guitar, and I like the switch-ups that happened throughout this track. I like the track entitled Undone, where it has this nice bass guitar, the drums, and I like the way that her voice was arranged on that track. Then we go to Higher Self, which has these nice drums, the shaker, the background synths, the bongos, the piano, and the trumpets at the end. And I really like the way that her voice was set up on that track. And overall, I recommend you guys go listen to this EP. It's definitely one of my favorites. The next EP that I'm going to be talking about is Bibio's EP entitled Sunbursting. I really enjoyed the production and the vocal moments that happened on this EP. The track entitled Sorry Won't Cut It, I really enjoyed the funky guitar, the keys, and the skitter of the drums, and I really like the vocals that's on this song. The next track, Shine a Light on Your Mirror, I really enjoyed the electric guitar, the bass guitar, the keys, and the drums, and I really enjoyed the vocals on this track. Then we go to the track entitled A Matter of Fact. I really like the drums, the bass guitar, and the electric guitar that happened on this track as well. And overall, I definitely recommend you guys go listen to this EP. It's definitely one of my favorites. I really enjoyed the production and the vocal moments that happened on this EP as well. The next EP that I'm going to be talking about is Terrace Martin and James Fauntleroy's EP entitled Nova. When it came to this EP, I really enjoyed the smooth, night-like jazz feel of the production when it came to this EP, and I enjoyed the vocal moments that happened on this EP. The track entitled Online Shopping has this nice jazz feel to it with the flute, the drums, the saxophone, the keys, the acoustic guitar, and the bass guitar, and I like James Fauntleroy's vocals on this track. Then we go to the next track, which is entitled Witchcraft with Robert Glasper, which has this nice bass guitar, the piano keys, the synth keys, the acoustic guitar, the saxophone, the shaker, and the drums. Overall, that was one of my favorite tracks as well. Then we go to the next track, which is entitled Butterfly Effect, which had these nice drums, the piano keys, the moving synths, and the bass guitar and the saxophone. And overall, I recommend you guys go listen to this EP. It's definitely one of my favorites for the year as well because it has this very nice, smooth jazz production that I really enjoyed throughout this entire EP. I definitely recommend you guys go listen to it. The next EP that I'm going to be talking about is Amaria's EP entitled All For You. I really enjoyed the production and the vocals throughout this entire EP. The track entitled Lying to You had this nice saxophone, shaker, the drum beat, and the vocals from her and her guest star were very well meshed well when it came to that track. Then we go to the track entitled Secrets, which had this nice drum beat, the bass guitar, the synth keys, and I like the way her voice was on that track as well. Then we go to the track entitled Only, which had this nice drum beat, the shaker, the saxophone, and the piano keys. And like I said, again and again, her vocals were arranged very well when it came to this EP. And I definitely recommend you guys go check out this EP. It's definitely one of my favorites for the year. The next EP that I want to be talking about is No Guidance's EP entitled Is It a Crime? I really enjoyed this EP. I really liked the way that the group arranged their vocals and the production moments that happened on this EP. I love the drum beat, the bass guitar, the piano, and the vocals on the track entitled Is It a Crime? This song is definitely going to be on my best songs of 2023 list, which stay tuned on Friday. And I love the vocals, the bass guitar, and the drum beat on the track entitled The Way I Want You. And I like the drum beat and the guitar and the vocals on Committed. When it came to this EP, like I said, the vocals were arranged very well. The production had a lot of great moments. And overall, I recommend you guys go listen to this EP. It's definitely one of my favorites. The next EP that I'm going to be talking about is Flo's EP entitled Three of Us. When it came to this EP, Flo delivered when it comes to the production, the vocals, and the lyrics. And I definitely recommend you guys go listen to this EP. It's definitely one of my favorites for the year. I really enjoyed the drum beat on the song entitled Control Freak. It really reminded me of the early 2000s when it came to the production. And I really liked the way that the vocals were arranged on that track as well. Then we go to the next track, which is entitled Change. The production reminded me of a Neo song from the 2000s. I like the drums and the harp in the background. This is definitely one of my favorites off the EP. Then we go to the next track, which is entitled Three of Us. And I really like the guitar and the drums on that track as well, and the vocals and the way that they arranged their harmonies on that track as well. And this is definitely one of my favorite EPs for the year, a solid EP, and I recommend you guys go listen to it. The last EP that I'm going to be talking about on my best EPs of 2023 list is Adana Duru's EP entitled Nappy Hour. When it came to this EP, I really enjoyed the production and the vocal arrangements when it came to this EP. I like the track entitled Pop, which has this night feel to it. I love the Afrobeat feel to it when it came to the track's production. And I like the way that her vocals were arranged when it came to that track. I love the drum beat, the vocals, and the keys and the bass that's on the track entitled Stay In with Lev and Callie. I really like the way that their vocals were arranged and they mesh very well together. And I like the synths and the beat on the track entitled Ride On Me. I like the way that her vocals were arranged on that track as well. And overall, I recommend you guys to listen to this EP. It's definitely one of my favorites, and it was a very good EP to listen to. Let me guys know what were your favorite EPs for 2023. And until then, I will see you all in the next episode. Take care.